Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. Yet again, so, what do we got left to talk about? Well, 703 is the episode number here, but to accommodate this one comes a new subject, drapes. Now, again, this is probably where I should go ahead and disclose a little bit of info here that relates to some more synonymous aspects of the term drape. Because there are a lot of other things that surround it as well. I mean, blinds, curtains. You'll probably be familiar at what they all refer to. They refer to giant pieces of cloth that usually cover things such as windows or doors, or other environments that allow light to come in or otherwise from the outside. Or of course, you could always look at it from another way where an auditorium or some other location like that happens to have a giant piece of cloth hanging from the ceiling via a suspension system that happens to come in and pretty much shroud the stage with nothing but some sort of, well, decorative fabric that easily makes a great accent to the room around it. But the most thing about this is that, well, in terms of drapes are certainly quite a bit different in most ways. A drapery business these days, like, I don't really know what else to say about that. I mean, Terminator Dark Fate, probably one big thing out there in terms of how draperies can relate to today's timeline, but man, that never gets old. But here's the big thing about drapes themselves. Other than just being giant pieces of fabric, they certainly are indeed crafted by hand, or sometimes by machine if they're very careful at it. Very, very carefully. Especially if you wanted to make something very complex that would easily accent the room or whatever sort of location you're basically in, then in terms of crafting your own sets of drapes is certainly quite a big challenge. A not so easy task that just so happens to be quite an art for some people out there. Whether you're an artist or you're a fabrics, well, professional, it certainly is up to you whether you wanted to create an ultimate challenge for yourself by simply sticking giant pieces of fabric together, hanging them from the ceiling, putting them on the windows or doors, or maybe some other location in the entire world that you have no idea where it's going to. So, yeah, that's pretty much just all I have left to say about that. So, I hope that this is probably just going to help at some point in time, because I'm really going to be having a lot of new things out there to talk about, regardless of what it may be. But let's not forget, a crossover's coming up. 2 days. To fill in the gap for the last day, which is tomorrow, let's talk about something different. But, like I said, you have to wait till tomorrow in order to see it. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.